I have been part of many such events and conferences in my life, and people used to argue that universities are not creating good characters. There is no character building courses teaching in the universities. So I used to say this is not my responsibility as a Vice Chancellor. Character building should take place at home. And second step could be school. But why? By the time they come to university, their characters are already built. So why do you blame universities to start that they are not taking character building institutions? I think we have to understand sociologically how the characters of a child is formed. It's formed at houses, at neighborhood, in society, and then the school, and then the colleges, and lastly at the universities. Universities, by the time they come to universities, they go already come prepared. The personalities are developed already. So it's a very debatable issue. People debate it. Universities are designed to create. There's a big project, I think a British Council, called Civic Education. They give scholarships or support to provide civic education students in the communities by funding them. It started 10 years ago. I'm sure it's continuing also. Some universities have it. I remember Gujarat University, I remember University of Lahore Cultivating University had the project. Civic education historically is a very old subject. If I quote Aristotle, he said, parenthood is too serious to be left to parents. Parents cannot educate children. They are not trained to educate them. So therefore the children should be sent to the gym. In Greek days, gym is a gymnasium where schooling, teaching, swimming, exercise, everything is taught. So that was a concept that teaching, training of human personality is not everybody's job. It's a professional job, task which has to be given to a professional. I had the opportunity to travel to Mongolia 20 years ago. Mongolia is a very nomadic society. More than half of the people are nomadic. I went there as a UN official. They took me around Mongolia and just took me various sites. It's a very open country. So I was told that within the last 15 years, previous 10 years, the literacy has gone from 50 to 100%. So I asked, what happened? They said we used to travel for school buildings, a school teacher, tables and chairs, and health center along with the nomadic population. Wherever they settled down in the evening, we settled down there. Start the schooling next day. Because we had to follow the population 50% nomadic. Then the government realized, going back to the old Socrates idea, they established residential schools for the children in the community, in different spaces. And they forced the parents, if they want to meet the children, come and meet them. There were 2 rooms prepared for the parents. Rest for the school children, their residential areas. Schooling was done there 24/7. Training, bringing, everything was done. Residential schools in the nomadic areas to be fed to the children's education and character building. I suggested this to Chief Minister of Punjab because we have a Cholistan school area project. Cholistan, even today they do the same thing. They go around with the tribes, nomadic tribes, take the school building, school material with them and start. As I said, build the primary residential school. So residential schools seem to be a solution and seem to be more doable or needed this day and age because there are so many distractions students face when they go to school. First of all, our public schooling is half-time schools. They stop at 12:30. Our colleges stop at 2 o'clock. Our teachers are part-time, our parents are part-time, our students are part-time, then why don't you put them in the residential school? It was a privilege for rich people. They sent to Burnhall, out of public school or Murray school because they could afford it, but they were sending them. So why can't we, state, take the responsibility of providing education properly to the students? This is debatable. You can debate it because we can say our culture, our parents, but it has been practiced in Mongolia, and it is practiced even in Pakistan by higher level, high elite class. They send their children to boarding school. You can argue about boarding school have their own problems. Problems are everywhere. So I think the debate about character building or civic education should, first of all, as a sociologist, I will argue to look at society which is providing civic education to their children. Who are those people? Parents, school teachers, and then colleges. Universities are last stages to come. So my argument would be, next time we invite the school principal, the school headmasters, or the college principals. Because they are the one who first-hand civic education can be imparted to the children. Secondly, it's all a matter of, I have a favorite sense of love and affection. If you love your children, if you love your students, anything can happen. Whether you're vice chancellor or dean or a professor, doesn't matter. If you love your children, what you're doing, if you take it as a professional, official job, the change will not come. As a result, many universities, you say, as you argue, that they are not being reported properly or accurately. But I remember personally, I was reported in Gujarat because I had my doors open and my mobile access to all students. They'll call me that the bus has broke down on the way. I used to arrange a separate bus immediately to go and pick them up. The access to vice chancellors or the vice chancellor's office, deans and directors have to be ensured, and that means that is love and affection. Teachers used to ask me, "What's your package?" I said, "My package is love and affection. Government will pay the salary. My package is love and affection." Because a public university, I don't pay the salaries. Government pay the salaries. The government decides the scales. I'm only giving you love and affection. If you believe it, join us. The question is the culture of campuses, the culture of life. We have developed VC secretariat offices with a lot of security arrangements in the name of security. That has to be examined, I think. I'm not against security arrangements, but how accessible you are to your students on campuses and universities. And how can you go without thinking that how your students are coming from, where are they coming from? Why do you have to set a time at 8:30 or 8 o'clock for the class without looking into the structural problems for their travel time? I was once traveling in South India, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. I was told the school office timing were changed because they told us first drop your children to school, then come to office. There's no magic to have 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock. You have to see what society is. To all the government officers, all the employees will come after dropping the children to school. Instead of getting late, they change the timing. So my question is, when I'm running a college, my first class starts at 9, I started at 9. But at Superior University, it starts at 8 o'clock. And many times, most of the time, students are late and faculty also late. What is the magic about starting 8 o'clock? Who does it serve? Maybe some teachers serve that they can go away early. So I think these are these symptoms of lack of personal commitment, personal interest, personal life to the institution that you're serving. So if the Pirzada Sahib is writing about Vice Chancellor's life or style, he has a lot of material to talk about. But I think generally I'm saying that it's a matter of love and affection. Civic education starts from home and primary institutions, society, club. And I think it's a very good topic. But the action plan that you're going to develop, action plan should include How do we change the culture, the structure of the university campuses and the college campuses? And I think we should take it down to school and college level, then only we can think about, we can talk more about it.